overthrew Ouranos, gaining control of the world, but Kronos still did not feel secure. "I am still afraid that my fate will one day end like Ouranos," meaning that one day, the children born by this Kronos will dethrone their father. God thought of a way to eliminate the disaster: swallow you into my stomach. Rhea gave birth 5 times but was unable to raise a single child. Hestia, Roman mythology, Vesta, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon were one by one swallowed by Kronos. Goddess Rhea was very worried and angry. Moreover, she is about to give birth. This time, following the advice of the goddess Mother Earth Gaia, she fled to the island of Crete. Here in a cave on Mount Ida, she gave birth to her youngest son and named him Zeus, Roman mythology, Jupiter. To protect her child from the fate of his brothers and sisters, Rhea took a long stone and wrapped it in diapers to look like a baby and gave it to her husband. Unsuspecting, Kronos swallowed the baby and the stone into his stomach. God Zeus. During his childhood, Zeus lived on the island of Crete. Although he had to leave his mother, because Rhea returned to Greece after giving birth, he was still well cared for. Every day the 2 fairies, Ida and Adraste fairies residing in old forests, fields, riverbanks, streams or high mountains, deep caves or deserted valleys, which the Greeks call by a common name, nymph, feed the baby with goat and number 39's milk and honey. The divine goat Amalfi, whose udder was always full of milk, never let baby Zeus cry because of hunger. It is also a close friend of Zeus, so that Zeus does not cry because of sadness. However, we also have to be careful in case there is a time when we don and number 39 to understand why baby Zeus is crying, which is very annoying. If Kronos heard Zeus cry, how could he escape being swallowed? The Curetes take care of that. By all means, banging drums, banging gongs and clanging weapons, shouting, screaming. The Curetes must make it drown out as soon as Zeus cries. To be even more careful, the Curetes also filled it with wood and screwed the cave door tightly without leaving any gaps so that if Zeus cried, not a single cry could leak out. Usually after feeding, Zeus turns to play with his goat and quat, friend and quat. At one point, Amalfi rubbed her head and pretended to butt little Zeus, and with just a slight push, Zeus fell to the ground. Zeus then grabbed Amalfi and #39's horns and wrestled with all his strength, but then Zeus fell to the ground. As the days passed, Zeus and his quat, friend and quat, Amalfi lived together in a warm and cozy relationship. But then something unfortunate happened. Zeus, while playing with Amalfi, twisted and broke one of her horns. Who would have thought that Zeus would grow so quickly and be so strong? Zeus was extremely miserable. He could only comfort Amalfi, who was close to him, with a sincere, gracious promise. Zeus promised that if he became a powerful god in the future, he would give Amalfi another horn and would always give Amalfi lots and lots of fragrant flowers, sweet fruits, ripe fruits, and young leaves. Talking about Amalfi and #39's broken horn, because it was the horn of a magical goat, it had unusual miracles. If anyone has it in their hands, they can have whatever they wish for. Zeus gave this horn to the 2 fairies who raised him. The horn of Amalfi, or the horn of plenty, is a classic example in world literature indicating abundance. In Europe, people often draw or sometimes give distinguished guests a horn filled with fruits to symbolize wishes and wishes for happiness, wealth, and prosperity. Another story also arose that gave rise to the legend of the Horn of Plenty. That and number 39's the story of the hero Heracles fighting with the river god Achelous. The exhausted river god turned himself into a bull. Heracles grabbed the bull and number 39's horn and broke it. The Naiades fairies, children of the river gods, picked up this horn and made it into an extremely beautiful flower and quoit, vase and quoit. From there was born the classic story The Horn of Plenty. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.